Hey guys, welcome back to the Nest. Today we are here with the Arias siblings.
Hi.
We have Hailymar Arias and we have Tony Arias, and of course the beautiful host Jada. So the reason that we have them here today is because they're going to be explaining to us why, how, when, everything about disc golf and how they started. So Haley, would you like to explain to us how you got started into disc golf?
Well, I got started playing disc golf about 2 years ago when COVID hit. My dad was a ER nurse, so he was really afraid of exposing our family to COVID because we didn't really know what it was about. So we were separated. We didn't really spend a lot of time together. He wasn't really in the house a lot. But then he went on YouTube and saw a video of this guy named Brody Smith playing disc golf. And he was like, we could totally do this. So he went to Walmart and got the starter pack of 3 discs. And we went out to one of our local courses. We had so much fun. And we just got hooked from then. I'm not going to lie. I was very skeptical at first. I was like, this is a grandpa sport. Who throws discs for fun? And then Tony did a couple of tournaments. And I was like, I can totally do this competitively. And then I won. And then I just got like the adrenaline of, I love this. And now we're here.
Tony, would you like to explain to us what is disc golf?
So, disc golf is pretty much like golf, but you use frisbees and has the same scoring system. Whoever has the low score wins, and whoever has the high score is they're not doing that good. So, there's really no difference besides the clubs and the frisbee, but I definitely think y'all should give it a try.
And we use baskets instead of holes.
Baskets.
Yeah.
So, what is the difference between a disc and a frisbee?
Well, I could say that they're like synonyms. You could use frisbee, you can use disc. But like when I think of frisbee, I think of like what you use at the beach.
Yeah,
They're more
the
lighter
lids.
and they're bigger. Disc golfers call them the lids. Discs are more hard. They have different shapes to them. Like putters are like a putter, like in golf. And then we have drivers, we have mid ranges. It's like regular golf. There's different sizes and stuff like that. It's like when I think of a disc, I think of the different shapes. I think of like the harder plastic. When I think of a frisbee, I think of like
The lid.
the lids that you buy at Walmart and you throw on the beach.
So, what was it like getting into the disc golf community?
For my experience, it was kind of weird seeing like all the other people that are actually good at it, and took like inspiration from that, and knowing that I wanted to do it, I just wanted to be like them more. So it was kind of awkward seeing more people playing.
Yeah, for me, it was kind of like I played so many different sports. I played volleyball, I played softball, and nothing clicked for me. Like not only like athletic wise, but like community wise. Like the girls were mean. They weren't didn't want to work as a team. They were just like they would put you down in a way. And disc golf, I have a team, but I play for myself. And like the second I got into the disc golf community and I met other women, even men in the sport, I felt so welcomed. So at first I was not about it at all. I was like, people are gonna make fun of me. And they do, but I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, you got it. You got
Okay.
it.
So, what is the hardest thing about disc golf?
The mental game.
Yeah, I was about to say the same. Like one bad shot could ruin your whole round, and like picking like
The
certain discs
selection.
for that hole or just for your game entirely, like that. Like, it's a hard part of disc golf.
I would 100% say mental game. Like I talked about this on my page a little bit that like disc golf or golf in general isn't about your athleticism, isn't about the technique. It's about your mental game and how you can control yourself. Like you can get a bogey on one hole and it literally shatters your mental. Like I can't do this anymore. I can't par this next hole. I suck. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's really hard to like just keep your head like focused on one hole at a time. Okay, I got a bogey on this hole. This next hole I'm gonna get a par. I got a par on this hole. Maybe the next one I can get a birdie. Like it's really hard. Like if you have a horrible mental game, then might as well quit. Like
Yeah.
you could be
It's
good
like-
at disc golf, but suck at having a good
Like
attitude.
even if you throw like one bad shot in that hole, me personally, I'm not the greatest with my mental game in the sport. Like I throw one bad shot and it's pretty much like it for that round. Or it takes a lot for me to get back up and throw again. Like many times where I've put myself down because I threw one bad hole when I'm like leading, and I just dropped down to last because my mental game.
So would you say a good mentality is something that you should keep constant while doing any sports? Like
Very
this?
much
Yeah,
so.
any sport. You could be playing football, you could be playing volleyball, basketball. Mentality is big. You can be the best basketball player but have a horrible attitude and a horrible like outlook of it, and there's no point.
Is disc golf something that you see yourself doing in the future?
Of
Yeah,
course,
I want to be on the
100%.
pro tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. What really did it for me at first, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play competitively, like something as a hobby. And then Papi took us to USDGC, the United States Disc Golf Championship, and just being there, watching them play, being around other people in the community that love to watch, just that atmosphere. I was like, I want to be them.
Yeah, talking to pros was big. Like they told us like follow your dreams, keep up with your mental stability in the sport. And a lot of what they said just brought me to a place where I was like, I want to do this. I want kids to look at me the same way I looked up to them when I'm on the pro tour and stuff.
Yeah, and like disc golf is a small enough sport and like community where it's possible to go on the pro tour. Like Tony and I have sponsors, and now we're sponsored by a manufacturer, so it's more like coming to fruition. But like even if you don't, if you just put your mind to it, work on your rating, work on your distance, you can do it. Get a van, get some discs, and travel the world. That's what we want to do.
So Tony, what is it like being a young male in the disc golf community?
There's a lot of very talented people, younger and same age as me. There's a lot of me personally. I feel like there's a lot of competition in the men's like the recreational league. There's a lot of competition up there, and feel like hanging around with them will make you a better player.
And like they're grown men. Like they're like grown. Tony plays with grown men, like 30 and older. He's probably almost always the youngest person on his card.
Yeah.
And you, Haley, for being a young woman? in the
So
disc golf
like
community?
female disc golf is a lot different. There isn't a lot of female disc golfers. There's a lot more men disc golfers. Like in Tony's division, there's 100 plus. In my division, you're lucky if you get 12. You're lucky if you get 10. So like the competition is different. Like I've walked Tony's cards, I've been a caddy on his cards, and there's so much tension. With women, the competition is still there. We're just more relaxed, and we're more like willing to motivate each other. So like it's a lot different. Like I play FA2, I play intermediate women. My goal by the end of the year is to be in advanced women and moving on to the FPO side. But FA2 is like a really weird place to be. Like FA3, when I was in recreational, it was like there was a lot more women, but like they were just like still having fun. I'm moving up to FA2, and now you're starting to feel the competitiveness. Like when I won the Chain Hawk Open, that was the most competition I've ever had. So like as you move up, the competition becomes different. Like novice, everyone's for fun, you'd say. And then once you move on to rec, everyone's still having fun, but there's some competition there. And once you move up to MA2, Tony's an MA2, I'm an FA2, that's when things start to get more serious. So it's just different, I guess.
So adding on to what you were saying about getting a sponsor, what was y'all's initial reaction to getting a sponsor?
So
Tears.
yeah, a lot of tears. I'd probably say when Lucky Ace reached out to us and gave us the opportunity, I probably cried.
We cried.
lot.
We have ace bags. If you don't know what ace bags are, they're like chalk bags. They're to keep your hands dry. Like you can get your hands get sweaty or wet or anything. It's to keep your hands dry so that you can grip the disc better, throw it efficiently. So we have ace bags as our first sponsor, but they're like our family friends type of thing. So Lucky Ace was our first like big deal, like sign a contract, like sponsor type thing. And we met them at the United States Disc Golf Championship. We just met them, hung out for a little bit.
Our dog, Angelique, introduced us to them.
Yeah, our
actually.
dog is the reason why we have a sponsorship. Our dog was a little timid, and she like go up to pet them, and so the pros would go to pet her, and then she'd get scared. So their whole weekend, their goal was to pet our dog.
So we
And
just hung out with them.
So we
for
hung
the
out with them
weekend.
because they wanted to pet our dog, and then look where we are now.
Like you hate.
Yeah.
Well, you got Flippy.
I
You
have
can talk
Flippy
about
Disc
that.
Golf. They reached out to me. Flippy Disc Golf. I'm actually wearing one of their shirts right now. They make jerseys. They make apparel like this. They're making disc golf apparel. You can wear out off and on the course. So I'll have my code listed if you want some Flippy Disc Golf stuff. And Tony has T-Box socks.
I have T-Box Socks, which is a socks company. You can make your own like custom run socks if you're on the team, I believe. And they just have some cool designs on their socks.
Tony has his own socks.
I have my own socks. If you want to buy it, you can reach out to me. But I don't have mine on right now, but my code is also in the description below.
So, what can you say for other people or younger kids who want to get into disc golf? What can you tell them that will, I guess,
Motivate.
show them
Oh.
show them how to show them how to like get sponsors, I guess. Like what can you say that will
Like get them into a higher place kind
Yes.
of thing. Like if they want to
Honestly-
do it seriously, competitively.
First, I would say build your like social media game up, like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Instagram's a
Instagram.
big one.
Instagram's big for us.
Yeah, get your social media and your followers up, and they will all come to you
Yeah.
eventually.
Like, don't be looking for it. All of our sponsors, we weren't looking for it, especially the big one that we have
Yeah.
now.
Big one.
We weren't looking for it. Like, it was genuinely a blessing, and I feel like especially right now, I'm a senior in high school, so I'm like, God, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, what am I gonna do after graduation? And this big sponsorship really put into perspective that that's something that he wants me to pursue. So if this is where you want to be, if you want to be sponsored by a manufacturer, if you want to go on the pro tour, if you want to have these labels on your back, stay motivated. Even when it's hard, stay motivated. Build your stamina.
Stamina's
18 holes for 3 days straight.
that's 54.
I don't know the math, but it's hard. Walking in the heat. Jada went to one of our tournaments, but it was actually cold. But
it was cold, but you have to have a lot of
Especially carrying your own bag too. Like
yeah, what was your
a caddy.
I'm asking you a question. What was it like at the tournament? You went to one, you were a caddy, you saw, like, what was your take on it, like, as an outsider looking in?
It was very interesting. I feel like you have to have a lot of focus for things like that. Again, a lot of
mental
enthusiasm, a lot of mental energy. But it was fun.
Yeah. So yeah, like what Tony said, just let them come to you. Like, post what you're doing, post practice rounds,
disc reviews.
disc
too.
reviews. That's what got Tony was the disc reviews. For me, it was just I like doing lifestyle stuff. I like doing vlog style stuff. So I just was honest and real, showed some things, and people really like that. So yeah, get your social media up. They'll see what you're doing. If this is what you really want, pursue it, and they'll come to you.
Which will list their accounts, like YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff down. But what is something or many things that keep you, I guess, updated with disc golf?
Social media.
Social media.
Well, yeah.
Social media and the community. Like, when we go to different tournaments, people teach us about new things. Like, a girl could throw a really good shot off the tee, and I'm like, what disc is that? And she'll tell me, I'll do my own research, and now that disc is in the bag, and it's a clutch shot for me.
That's how I make like some sales for my sponsors. I throw good shots, and they just like, what is that? And then I told them, and
Yeah.
they bought it, and now they're doing really well with it.
So like, yeah, like, you can score first place in a tournament. Your sponsors care, but they don't care. They care about who you are as a person and how you carry yourself and how you promote the brand. Like, I could throw a disc well, and if someone, like Tony says, someone asks, what are you throwing? I say, oh, I'm throwing this and this and that. Go to Lucky Ace Discs and to get your own, and there you go.
Do you have any disc golfers or any inspirations that continue to inspire you to pursue disc golf?
Yeah.
You go.
The Monahano sisters, they're also sponsored by Lucky Ace. When I saw them play, when I met them, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, these are like women doing it. Haley King, she's awesome.
Oh yeah.
She's awesome. Me and Tony met her personally at USDGC, and she was like, you guys are going to be in the Pro Tour one day. I can see it. And I was like, this is crazy. And Paige Pierce, I met her. She's really cool. She's a real girl. Like, she has her dog. I pet her dog. Her dog's cute.
I'd say my like biggest inspiration or like person that inspires me the most. I'd probably say like Mason Ford or
He's a real
Anthony
dude.
Barella. Like I talk to them sometimes from time to time, and they just build me up and help me and like mentally, and it's just a bunch of good people in this community that could help you.
And it's crazy to see, like, if you would have told us 2 years ago when we were starting that you're going to be a sponsored player, you're going to be friends with pro disc golfers, I would have laughed in your face. I would have been like, that's funny. I just played this grandpa sport because my dad wants me to. I wouldn't have thought that what we're doing right now is
Actually grown this far,
Yeah.
and we've come this far.
yeah.
What are some pros and cons about the disc golf community? If you would.
Pro is the community, I could say, like
meeting new people.
And like you all have all of this in common. Like you guys, like after a round, you could not know anyone and be like, how'd you score? And talk about the scores,
And how
talk
they
about-
play.
talk about the course, talk about discs. Like you just meet people all the time because you have something in common that you guys are doing. Like even my mom, she plays disc golf, but she's not as competitive as we are, but she's made friends for off the course and out of the community. A con?
Honestly, for me, I'd probably have to say,
Sandbaggers.
sandbaggers.
Explain it what sandbagging is.
Sandbagging is when you're like 1,000, like you're supposed to be in the pro division, but you're playing the lower division because
A
it's
couple
an easy
points let
win.
you. Yeah, so like for me, I play FA2 because that's my rating. So basically, a rating is like how you play in the round.
Mhm.
It's like a bunch of things averaged together, a bunch of statistics averaged together, and you get a rating. So Tony's 860 rated. I'm 790 rated. I'm supposed to play with other women that are 790 rated around that range. So if I went to play with novice women who are 600 rated and below, I shouldn't be playing in that division. I should be playing in my division. So a con is when people or have like 2 points that let them play in a lower division,
Mhm.
they decide to play in the lower division just so they can win. Like there's some toxicity in the disc golf community sometimes.
So they take
Same.
advantage. Of,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
take
Really.
advantage of the opportunity just so they can have a win.
Another con, I'd say, me personally, it's like all the alcohol that comes in, like all the alcohol and
And
the
the
smoking.
drugs.
Yeah.
Like, so we have, there's disc golf clubs. I don't want to call out names personally, but there's disc golf clubs where each county has where all the disc golfers get together and they do leagues. So like Wednesday night leagues, you play at this course, and sometimes I don't like to go because people gossip, people talk up about other people that aren't there, or even when they're there, they smoke, they drink, and everyone has like their right to do things. I just like I want people to be more like aware of there's kids, like there's juniors in the community as well that want to come out, that don't come out because of it, and B, y'all aren't the only people here. Like make everyone comfortable. Like if I was smoking and someone said, hey, that makes me uncomfortable, I'd stop because I want to make everyone comfortable.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a con, is sometimes in the individual disc golf clubs there can be just some toxicity there. I'm not being aware of other people.
Not being considerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some things that you would like to say to people who would like to start disc golf?
Learn your bag, first of all.
Yeah, I would technique. I would learn technique. I would, if you're like trying to get competitive and take this seriously, once again, social media and lightweight disc.
Oh,
if you're
yes.
starting.
Lightweight discs, and like disc golf isn't like basketball where I can go get a trainer, a private trainer, and there I go. Like, you can meet some pros. Like, Tony and I have met some pros that give us some, like, pointers on our form. But, like, it's not like I can go to a coach right then and there and they tell me what to do. So I 100% would recommend going on YouTube and mimicking some of the pros' forms. Like, find someone, like, for Tony, it's Mason Ford. He's his, like, personal trainer. But even before then, he'd follow his form, see what he's doing right, slow down the video. For me, it was Valerie, Paige, even Haley. Like, just find someone that you like their form, that is kind of built like you, and mimic it as much as you can. Slow it down. Put your form next to theirs. That's how we learned.
Would you say that former disc golfers and disc golfers now, like, sort of guide you?
Yeah. Like, right now, our friend Jorge, he's a pro disc golfer, and he's seen us from the bottom up. He's seen us when our form was jank and we couldn't even make a putt. So now we share some sponsors, and he's got us a lot of places. Yeah, especially our big news coming up.
Oh, Andy Watcha too.
Andy Watcha,
he's our Ace Bags teammate, and he just, like, talks to us after and before rounds, like, tell us to have fun,
and he's just raw and real with it. Like, he's a pro and he's honest. He's like, I cried after rounds. I'm being completely honest. Like, I've had horrible rounds, and it just keeps into perspective with the fact that even pros have bad days. Yeah. Should we shout out some sponsors?
Yes, by all means.
You go first.
I want to thank T-Box Socks for making comfortable socks that anybody could wear off and on the course.
You have multiple sponsors.
And Ace Bags. Ace Bags for keeping my hands dry, and the family that we've built, and yeah. And
I want to thank Ace Bags for not only keeping my hands dry on the course, but being a family and keeping our heads up and motivating us off the course. I want to thank Flippy Disc Golf for making some cool apparel for me to wear on and off the course. And we want to thank Lucky Ace Discs for
everything they do for us, honestly.
They're all the way out in Texas, and they're still supporting us, motivating us, sending us some cool discs, some cool merch. Miss Debbie, we love you.
We love you.
We love you, Miss Debbie. And for our big announcement, we want to thank Discraft Underground. We got picked up by Discraft, one of the biggest
selling companies right now.
So yeah, that's so crazy. It was supposed to be just me,
but
they offered both of us a spot on the team,
and we took it.
So we took it. Like, we're the dynamic duo of Lake County, so we're gonna keep it going. Yeah.
Anything else you have for us?
I think that's it.
I think you should play disc golf.
You think I should play disc
golf?
Yeah, I think you should come out with us one day, and I think you should come with me when I'm on pro and be my caddy.
I'll be your caddy.
Yeah,
I already learned her discs and everything.
She knows the colors. Hey, give me the pink one.
So I know. I don't know the names or anything. I just know the colors.
One day she'll get there.
Yeah, she'll get there.
Thank you for interviewing us, Jay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. We're gonna end this off. Make sure you like, subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. And we'll be linking all their stuff down below. So yeah, see y'all next time.
See ya.
Bye.